So this is free talking. When I tried to stop myself from going crazy, life has gone seriously awry for me. It's gone very wrong, and I'm looking at ways of surviving. One of the ways is to follow the words of that song. Always look on the bright side of life. What I'm trying to do is realize that as awful as things are, they could be a lot more awful, and I should be grateful for how it is and see the positives in a very bad situation. So I won't go into details, but I've had a brain injury and I've had some physical damage as well. So I'm partially disabled and I've lost my memory entirely. So life is extremely awkward and basically tragic, and I'm feeling very sorry for myself. I'm spending some time now though thinking of how things could be. For example, I was in a wheelchair, I think, for 3 years. I don't remember because of my brain injury, but I think that's the case. The point is that I was in a wheelchair, and I'm not in a wheelchair now. I use a stick to walk now. And so that is a positive. That is something good that I can look at and see and appreciate. It's very important that I can find these things to feel better. I don't want to be miserable all the time and depressed and mournful for all the things I've lost. So it's good that there's been some progress. Small progress that is, it's still fantastic. I'm trying to see that. And this is what I want to recommend to people out there. That life gives you what it's going to give you. And sometimes it's very rough indeed to make your way through it. I do think though that you should realize how much worse things could be. Generally, no matter what the situation, it could be a lot worse. So I'm recommending to you, because it's been good for me to do this, to try and understand and appreciate what you have rather than focusing only on what you've lost. Try and see how things could be much worse, and they're not. For example, I'm partially disabled now, but at one point I was fully disabled. And so I'm very grateful to be partially disabled. That there is something. I've lost my memory almost entirely, but I'm grateful for the small bits that I have. I think it is important to focus on the benefits. There is a song that goes, always look on the bright side of life. And as silly as that song is, probably, I don't remember details, there's wisdom in it as well. Because it's your life and you can choose how you want to live it. And the choice you have is to live it miserably or to live it more positively. It's obviously better to try and see what is good in your life rather than focusing on what's bad. I'm trying to follow that, I'm trying to see that. Because it is easy to focus on what's bad. And there is generally a lot of bad. But there is good also. And it's really helping me to see good, to see the positives. And I recommend it very strongly that you try and see what is positive in your life. it does make me feel a lot better. And there is a lot to be miserable about, and I'm trying to avoid that. And it's not easy, but I'm trying, and it is worth it. So I recommend that you try. See what is good in your life. It does make a difference.